Key stakeholders in Nigeria's sugar industry have recommitted to successful implementation of the National Sugar Masterplan, aimed at transforming Nigeria into a net exporter of sugar and related products, contributing economic growth. The National Sugar Development Council, Nigeria Customs Service, National Agency for Food and Drug Administration and Control, Bois Group, Flour Mills of Nigeria, and Abuja-based consulting firm Nina Joja manifested their commitment separately at a one-day public hearing on a bill to amend the National Sugar Development Council Act on Thursday at the National Assembly. The Executive Secretary of the NSDC, Mr. Kamaru Bakirin, in his presentation, emphasized the transformative goals of the Sugar Master Plan, chief among which is the creation of 100,000 high-quality jobs, development of rural infrastructure, and savings of over $1 billion in foreign exchange annually. He, however, raised concerns over the recent directive mandating that 50% of the sugar levy be remitted to the Consolidated Revenue Fund, warning that such measures could undermine the sector's transformation goals. Representative of NAFDAC's Director General, Mrs. Iba Edward, while acknowledging the bill's intent to enhancing the Council's regulatory capacity, reserved that some of the proposed provisions overlap with NAFDAC's core regulatory functions, such as outlined in Section 5 of the NAFDAC Act. Representing Bois Group, former Minister Dr. Aliyu Idi urged policymakers to consider the economic impacts of regulatory changes on both producers and consumers. The consulting firm Nina Joja, in its submissions, raised concerns about the bill's provisions on the utilization of the sugar levy, quota allocation, expanded regulatory rules and enforcement mechanisms, and called for clarification of gray areas to ensure transparency and effectiveness. Chairman of the House Committee, Mr. Nitan Badru, in his opening address said, the hearing was part of efforts to develop inclusive legislation that will strengthen the NSDC's capacity to drive the NSNP. In his remarks, Minister of Industry, Trade and Investment, Dr. John Owaneno, emphasized sugar potential in achieving President Bola Tinubu's $1 trillion economy vision.